Set the music. There you go. Ta-da! I
always want the music to fade off. It just like abruptly stops. Wake up!
We're here. Wow, look how light it is on this side of the room.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
I'd have to fix that because it's chopping your head off. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-ling. It's study hall.
Is this better? I can't hold this for very long.
It works out those glutes.
Yeah, that's all right. You can see my face. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Study Hall.
Good morning. It's Saturday, 9 a.m. This is what we do every weekend, most of the time. We got comments already. People are like jumping
There
in.
we go. Everybody's there. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Nancy, Jody, Maria,
did you
Louise.
get live on Instagram?
No, I didn't. Sorry, Instagram.
Okay, I think it's maybe
It's speeding the countdown up. So there we are.
We're live on Instagram now too.
And YouTube.
And
fantastic.
YouTube. Woohoo!
Morning, Pat. All right. What's Study Hall?
What's Study
We
Hall?
have a lot of new friends, so I figured just in case.
Okay, well, we'll talk about Study Hall. So we do this every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. We sit and talk about, talk about upcoming classes and events happening here at Cut Up Sew in Palm Coast and in St. Augustine. We do both places because we like to share the information.
Absolutely. Got a lot going on in both places. So we'll just go ahead and say, as we talk about classes, Tony's really good about saying this is Palm Coast, but just in case, because we're human, we slip up, go to cutupandsew.com. When you're looking at the calendars, if there's a Palm Coast calendar, St. Augustine calendar. Also, if you see it in a list form, SA, St. Augustine, PC, Palm Coast.
Exactly.
We've tried to simplify things as much as humanly possible.
Yeah. And we've had a few, I think most people caught on. So, but if you are new and you've never signed up, that's what you need to know.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Good morning, Denise.
That's a Monday show. So what's up Monday?
So what's up? That's what's up.
Where to start? We want to start with the shop hops that you.
Yeah, why not? So the All Florida Shop Hop has been on and rocking.
Yes.
I can't tell. I feel like it's a little bit slower than last year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Not
I mean,
pictures.
It's been steady, and the pictures are fantastic. So
great time with
maybe you know what? It's probably because since I'm bouncing around and we've had quilt show after quilt show, it just seems like a lot. Maybe I'm just not here in the store watching everybody come in. That's a good point. But regardless, I noticed that we do have magazines left, especially the St. Augustine location. Okay. We definitely have more magazines in St. Augustine than Palm Coast. So if you need a magazine, if you were trying to decide whether you're going to do the hop or not, magazines are available. And this is your passport, just FYI.
And you still have another month. Yeah.
All of April.
Yeah. A week in April.
We're not even halfway there yet.
Yeah.
We're almost halfway there yet. Also, just think about this. And we've had people visiting. And they've bought the magazine just because, A, there's really cool patterns in it, but also it's a little roadmap to the local shops that are 100% open.
Right. So if you aren't here locally during those months, you can use it later.
Yep. And I know a lot of people like to Google quilt shops near me, but this is really cool because it gives you a little spiel. And there's, for the most part, there's an ad that shows kind of what the shop specializes in, or, I don't know. It's a great magazine, even if you're not doing the hop. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, some great patterns in it, really. There
really is. So magazine's available. Make sure you come in. And when you come around, make sure you're taking a picture with the bunny or the frog.
Or just with the sign. You don't have to have it's nice to have the bunny and frog, but they can take a picture in the sign.
Well, if you scan a QR code with a picture of the bunny, then you can win stuff.
Yeah, we're all about free stuff, right? Yeah, free stuff. And just a reminder that the first Sunday in April will be open. So from 12 to 4, that is not this Sunday, not next Sunday. So 2 Sundays.
Yeah.
Just remember that we're open on that Sunday.
The 6th.
The 6th, correct. Yeah. I did write that down.
Coming down from Michigan to shop, hop, and see you. Woo, woo. Woo-hoo. Fantastic.
Come on down, Pat.
Come on down. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Judy magazine has great info. You're absolutely right. It's a great magazine.
It really is.
Even if you're not doing the hop. So keep that in mind. And we do have them. And if you... Are they on the website?
What? Yes,
magazines. Okay, I thought so. I assume they were, but yeah. So in cutupandsew.com, if you'd like a magazine, you can obviously order one, even if you're not in Florida. If you're going to make a trip in the future after the shop hop, but you still want that map, grab one now.
Excellent. What's happening today here in Palm Coast?
Jeressa Girl. I had to think. Cute. So we do a sewing for charity party now that we have 2 locations every month of the year. It's a huge part of Cut Up and Sew and our just giving back. And you all are amazing. So this month is Dress a Girl here in Palm Coast. Dana provides the kits. So literally all you need to do is bring yourself and a small machine. And I say small just because we do try to go elbow to elbow.
We do.
So we get as many people in there as possible so that A, we can get more dresses made,
Right.
but also, again, have more fun, that community. So if you would like to come in and you haven't registered, because we do ask, even though it's a charity sewing and obviously it's free, it's no cost, we like to know kind of the amount of people that are coming.
Right.
And you can register at cutupandsew.com. Even if it's last minute, come on in. And if you can't stay to sew, we can always find something. Dana has...
We'll put you to work.
Exactly. And it's for a good cause. So even if you just want to stop in and root some people on, take some pictures, or just come in and say, hey, please do so. We're here all day. And pretty much we start when the doors open.
Yeah, they'll be knocking on the door here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, probably sooner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today's Dress a Girl, which is fantastic. We've been doing Dress a Girl. I guess, is this our third year?
Yep, it is.
It feels like it is. And then next month will be Ryan's Case for Smiles in Palm Coast, or in St. Augustine.
Yes.
So amazing organizations. They do, sadly, these things are needed. So they do amazing work for young women, little girls, who aren't as fortunate as some of us.
Right.
And so it's awesome that we can just spend our time and use our skills and just do some good.
Right. Awesome.
And you guys are amazing. Thank you for always participating.
Yeah, we always have a great turnout.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Everyone.
And people have been asking, do you need donation fabric? I will just say this, because Dana heads up Project Linus and Dress a Girl, fabric is always welcomed.
Right.
We are not a donation center just for buckets and buckets of fabric, but if you have donations with the intention of going to Project Linus or Dress a Girl, cottons, absolutely.
Cottons and flannels are the things they want.
That's what they want or need. Yeah, good point. So yes, and feel free to call, and you can drop those off. Even though the Dress a Girl is here in Palm Coast this time, if you have a dress and you're just one of those that likes to make it at home because maybe you can't get out, you have for whatever reason, you can always drop them off in St. Augustine, and we will get them down here to Dana.
Right.
So
Totally.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Excellent.
Morning, Tammy.
So Dress a Girl today. Till 4 o'clock, I think. Normally we do 4. Well, we're open until 4. Anyway,
we're open till 4 because it's shop hop. So yeah.
Okay, cool. The Quilt Lab presents. We have a new update. I'm so excited. Josh just told me this morning.
Yeah, so I got to talk him to Adam So Fun. No, is that right?
Yes.
Adam So Fun. So
Great fun name.
I had heard amazing things about him. He is the Bernina long arm educator who travels around and does these events for Bernina and for the local shops. We basically hit the jackpot is what I'm hearing with him. And after talking to him just for, 10 minutes yesterday, I get it. The dude is cool. He's pumped up. He's super enthusiastic. He's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Which is right up our alley. So that's great. So on April 3rd or 4th, because there's 2 sessions, so you have 2 options. It is Quilt Lab presents, what was the title? Long arm sewing. What was it?
Long arm playtime with Bernina.
Long arm playtime with Bernina. So that title, although it's fun and I can't ever remember it, is a little misleading. So we want to kind of, and what she's talking about is a little update. After talking to Adam, free motion is the focus. So we should have just called it probably like free motion playtime with Bernina is what we should have said. Because you will be playing, because it is a total hands-on event on sit-down Berninas and also on the new hoop frame, which the hoop frame is awesome because if you have a 7 series, for example, or a domestic sewing machine that you want to put on a frame and you don't want to buy the long arm, that's what the hoop frame is for. It's killer. We'll also have a Q16 on a hoop frame. So some people like to move the machine. Some people like to move the fabric. You will have hands-on experience with both. So especially if this is something that's new to you or you're just not sure what you would prefer, you'll be able to play on both, which is great. So we're providing the machines, we're providing lunch. So free motion was the name of the game.
But
now, because Adam's awesome, I guess.
So fun.
We're also going to do education on ruler work and couching. So free motion couching.
That's gonna be fun.
And if you don't know what couching is, come in and see us. But essentially, you're drawing instead of free motioning with just a thread with like yarn, which just has such a cool texture and aesthetic look to it. You see a lot of people doing it on like denim jackets and stuff. It's really cool. So again, just something else you can add to your arsenal of techniques and experiences.
I also think the ruler work's going to be kind of cool.
A lot of people we've had ruler work. We did a Genome event where we did ruler work, and the turnout was great, and people loved it. So many people ask about ruler work because either they kind of think they get it, but they've never really tried it. So you have to, if you want to try ruler work, or if you want to get better at ruler work, you have to take a class with someone who knows how to teach ruler work.
Right.
Otherwise, we're just guessing, and it's not us. It's not our strength. So that's why we had to bring in a Genome educator last year. And this year, Bernina. So the cool thing about this is it's changed a little bit. So it's not just long arm Berninas. When people hear long arm, they think 12 foot, $25,000. Like, that's not what it is. It is free motion, ruler work, and couching.
On a sit down.
You can either stand up or sit down, and you get to try both.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be awesome. We're going to have giveaways, and it's fantastic. Kits are provided. I mean, it's all, what's that called? Not the opposite of inclusive. Yeah. The opposite of a la carte.
Yes. It's
all inclusive. Yeah, that's right. So I'm excited. I'm really excited, especially after talking to them.
Yeah, after talking those two things.
Limited spots.
Yeah.
So 2 sessions, but make sure you sign up for only one of them.
April 3rd.
And there's only 10 spots available each day. So I don't know.
They are filling up.
They're filling up. So I would sign up ASAP. And that's not that far away, but that's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be in Palm Coast today. Just call if you have questions. If you're not sure if it's for you, the chances are it is, but still call. We're happy to answer any questions.
I think I want to go do it.
I'm excited. Can you tell?
I am too. Hopefully there's a spot left over for me.
We'll just let her sit. You can audit the class.
I'll audit the class. I'll serve the sandwiches.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that everybody gets hands-on. That's why we wanted a small number of people.
Right.
And it's in St. Augustine. I don't know if I said that. It is in St. Augustine, because technically that's the Bernina headquarters, right? So if you've been to, it is St. Augustine is the Bernina headquarters of Florida.
St. John's.
I can say Florida, of Florida. But if you've been there, you know that the classroom is a little bit smaller than Palm Coast. So we're going to have to get strategic, but also we wanted to make sure that the value's there, that you get the hands-on and the time to play and get all your questions answered and make, your life better.
Yep. And everyone gets a kit too. I don't know what the kit involves, but it has a lot of information for you to take home as well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Where do the dresses go?
Dress a Girl Around the World is what the name of the organization is. So they go around the world. So I don't know if they stay here in the States. I'm sure some of them do, but most of them probably go over to Africa for girls over there. So
actually, it's a handful of different countries. And so what happens is the organizations that are hands-on in the other countries, the ones that are actually, receiving the dresses, they actually reach out to Dress a Girl here in the States. And then Dana gets told where they need to go. And there's basically certain people who are the communicators or the leads. Mm-hmm. So they communicate. And so the dresses go to different places, depending on who needs them. Right. So they actually reach out and request this. And then
we should have Dana on.
We should. We've had her on before for Project Linus. I don't know if we've ever talked about Dress a Girl. So shame on us. Today would have been perfect.
We'll do it live later.
We could. Absolutely. Worst case scenario, we could do a little video.
Yep.
Because it gets kind of fun and crazy. But it's a good question. But we do know that, and this goes for all of our charities, because, you hear some people have had horror stories or experiences not so good where maybe the charity project didn't go to where it was supposed to. That's not the case with any of the charities that we do.
Right.
So
these are charities that have been in business for years, if not decades. So
yeah, and they're in demand, which is just heartbreaking.
Yes.
Yeah. But I could find out technically where this batch is going to go, possibly. We could find out and let you know. But yeah, it's we know it's going to somebody in need. That's for sure.
And one more event we want to kind of jump into is the Sip and Surge Tea Party. Lots of S's. Get those pinkies ready.
Get your pinky up.
Pull out those gloves. Get your little hat.
Got to get my bow tie ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got to do another one of those.
Yeah.
And plan on being here on April 5th.
Palm Coast.
Yes, 5th in Palm Coast. So we're going to watch live stream from Baby Lock. They're going to have some of their favorite educators talking about different sergers and different cool techniques. We're going to have sergers set up. And you talked to Tamara. She's hosting it, huh?
Tamara, the hostess with the mostest, she's a tea party guru. She was like, so, and I was flying blind. I'm like, I don't know, put up some tablecloths and bring some tea. She's like, oh no.
Did she really?
She was like, you cannot have ladies with hot tea walking around. And I was thinking, oh, she's done this. We're in good hands. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to do it right. It's going to be totally fun. So we're going to have some fun prizes for people who are, I don't know, best dressed is the right terminology, but maybe it is. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be fun. Tamara is going to make sure that the decor is right. That the tea is top notch, because I was like, I don't know what kind of tea to get. I'm thinking tea bags, and she's like, come on, dude. She goes, we need it, and it has to be at a certain temperature, otherwise it gets bitter. And I'm like, what? So I'm excited because honestly, now that Tamara's involved, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So yeah, it is a sip and surge. So the tea party is just a cut up and sew twist on something. But the Baby Lock live stream is going to be great education, and we're going to try to set up some surgers so that if you do have questions or want to actually touch it, feel it, play on it, you can do so. And
we'll have a couple of our surger teachers there. I don't think Judy can be there, but definitely Carrie will be in town, so she's going to be there too.
Awesome. Morning, Barbara. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am too, because it kicks off. April is Surger month, so we're already prepping you guys.
Perfect.
So what things are coming up in April? We're going to be talking about surgers a lot in April. But that's going to be on So What's Up.
And there's so many things you can do with surgers these days, especially now that the air thread technology is pretty much in every surger, at least that you should be owning or purchasing.
In all our brands.
Yeah. And now they're just having fun with it. The headache of threading it is pretty much long gone. Now it's easy to operate. So what do you want to do? And it's kind of endless.
It is, really is.
Which is really cool. And since it's Surger month, we'll do another little update once we get there. But that's going to be the best deals from Baby Lock Surgers and the L890 from Bernina, and even the you can't see this, but the 2000D Janome air thread. So I do not carry a serger that's not an air thread, because I think that's crazy. Why do they still make those?
Get rid of those.
So, all right. So the 3rd or the 4th, hang out with us in St. Augustine for the free motion. And then on the 5th, hang out with us in Palm Coast for Baby Lock Surging.
And then
the tea party.
We're open on the 6th.
And then the 6th is the Sunday.
Like the whole weekend.
That's right. And then the 6th is the Sunday for the shop hop. That's right.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Is your calendar full yet? It should be.
Yep.
It should be full. Awesome.
I don't think we missed any questions.
I don't see any questions either. So cool. That's all.
What you got over here?
Huh?
I said, what you got over here?
I've got a pile of stuff. I don't have all the stuff because some of it's in St. Augustine. So let's go to the classes. Let's see what classes we have coming up. We have a couple of classes for the end of the month next week, and then we start in April. April's here again. 3 months gone by. I don't know where it went. I left it in Lakeland, I think.
I know where it went.
On the road.
Yeah.
So coming up next week, we have Miss Karen here in Palm Coast. So I'm going to start with Palm Coast classes first, and then I'll go to St. Augustine. Karen's got a pillow class with piping and an invisible zipper in the back that covers it up. Great technique class. So if you've taken Sewing 101 or you know somebody who's just still learning basics in sewing, this would be fun for them to join Karen, because Karen is a great teacher. She's very patient, very articulate, and very easy to understand and grow from. So I would sign up for that one.
Yeah, this is great. I love that we're doing the 102 because it's that next step. And then the zipper and the got piping. No, that's not
it's
right.
Piping.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
Piping.
Those are just useful things that you can apply to a lot of stuff going forward, especially zippers, in my opinion.
And not just home deck. These are garment building techniques too. So doing piping on a collar or a zipper and a dress. So this is great.
And bag making, zippers, hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's a different kind of, but yeah.
Well, it is, but I think just working with zippers in general, and
Get
again,
over that fear.
Yeah, and especially if you're getting into it, that Sewing 101, what everybody always says, well, what do I do next? Well, this is a perfect step in the right direction.
Exactly. So that is March 29th.
27th.
Oh.
Well, is this wrong?
Oh,
or is that
no,
wrong?
you're wrong. You're right. I was reading the next line down. So
okay.
It is the 27th. It's the
27th.
So just remember, all our classes are on cutupandsew.com. You got Palm Coast and St. Augustine calendar on top. Just click on Palm Coast. The 29th, which is next Saturday, we had a class and nobody signed up but one person. So Carrie and I did a quick impromptu. She's going to do a sit and surge class, not sip, sit and surge. So she's going to come up with her sewing machine or serger and just sit and work on serger projects. If you have something you want to finish up and you need some extra help, she'll be there for it. It's only $10. It's all day. Come on and set up for that. That is on the calendar as well.
What was the date for that? 29th?
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We had to think of something fast because she had scheduled us, and it's like, oh, let's do something fun.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and we've never done it where you just come on in and sit and surge.
Well, yeah, what an opportunity. You're working on something and
having an educator there to help you.
Yeah, that's great. And Carrie she loves embroidery, but she really loves sergers.
She loves her serger.
Like she
All
does
of them.
everything on sergers.
Yes.
She's the one that taught and we had her on the t-shirt quilt done with a serger. So that's awesome.
And
I'm glad that you guys did
and that's
that.
the other thing. If you didn't finish, if you've taken a class with her before and you want to finish up, come on in and have her walk you through finishing up your project too. That's a great idea.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So
Hey, Linda.
Couple other things happening in Palm Coast. April 4th, we have Joanne is starting her new series for the month here in Palm Coast. It's going to be Introduction of Foundation Paper Piecing.
That's a Friday.
Yeah, and I forgot that quilt's right here.
Oh yeah, sweet.
I'm going to hang that up. That's a great one to hang up.
Cool.
So she says she's not going to teach you all the blocks, but basically you're going to learn how to foundation paper piecing. It's different from EPP or English paper piecing. This is all done by machine. I like to call it quilting by number, but it's the inside of all these little blocks. She says she's not going to make them that small for you guys. I think they'll probably be 6-inch blocks because these are, I think, 3 or 4.
I'm holding it upside down. I can tell, but that's all right. You can see that all the different types of blocks.
Yeah, all different kinds.
So foundation paper piecing with the machine.
It's only 3 Fridays in April because there's some other things going on. So just pay attention to the calendar. But her classes are raised from 10:30 to 2:30 on Fridays. It's just she's only doing like 3 Fridays in April for that.
Yeah, and for those of you, again, foundation paper piecing versus EPP, English paper piecing. You hear me going, I will never do hand sewing. Foundation paper piecing is for the people like me who want to use a machine and not your hands.
It's a different technique, that's for sure. You can't do the same things.
No, but this is awesome. I'm glad that she's doing that.
We also have Christy's back with another Bianni pattern. It's called the Day Tripper. It's a great over like a messenger bag with lots of pockets in it. Oh, that is. I have it right here. It is the 3rd and the 10th. It's got awesome little zippers. Oh, speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Oh, that's a little too close. Let me go here.
Oh, there's stuff in it. I like cold pads. Okay.
Day Tripper.
Day Trippers. Lots of pockets. It's
there.
a great. You can put your iPad in it if you have one because it's big enough and it's pretty heavy duty. It's a nice bag.
Can't see it, but it's a great bag. Yeah, and then you've got the.
I like that she used. Oh, not on this one. I thought she did ribbon on it. This the other one she did ribbon on.
Awesome
so
bag.
That's
Day
April
Tripper.
3rd and 10th. Those are Thursdays. In April. I'm going to talk about my classes for a minute or two because I haven't promoted any of my classes. I don't know why I don't do that. So I am teaching after Joanne's classes on Fridays in April, kaleidoscope quilts with if you ever heard of the One Block Wonder, if you've ever heard of stack and whack, kaleidoscope quilts, they all are kind of the same family. So I'm going to teach 3 Friday afternoons from 3 to 5. This is why I don't talk about my classes. I get all weird. The how to create. So you don't need the book, though I am going to be showing my process as we use panels. I'm going to teach you how to pick out fabrics and decide what process. Do you want to use a panel? Do you want to use a repeat? How many repeats? What's a repeat look like? What's a good fabric? We're going to talk about that in the first class and cut some hexagons and make some. And we're going to build a kaleidoscope quilt. Yeah, we have a peacock panel here would be gorgeous.
So if you have no idea what it looks like, that's just somewhat of an example. It is awesome. And yeah, I hate that all those. Why does it have 3 names? Maybe 4 or 5.
Because everyone has a different way of doing it. I'm going to try to combine them all together to make it what works best for you.
Shoo.
So I like to look at it as a form of art. It is a usable quilt too, but really it's being creative in a very different way, especially if you're a traditional quilter. You need something to get outside that box. This would be a good place to start.
I saw one at the Lakeland show, and it popped up on my feed, and I was like, what is this? Because they didn't do the entire quilt in the kaleidoscope / stack and wax / one block wonder. They left part of the panel visible, and then they built on it. It was such a cool look. It's 100% an art quilt in my mind.
Yes, it is.
But I get it. You're using some traditional piecing techniques or whatever. Very, very cool. And we've never offered this.
No, not that I know of.
We haven't.
Not in 3 years.
Not since I've been here. Name of the book, Take Toni's Class.
There you go. Book is not needed. I will talk about that. There's like 6 different books. That's why I didn't want to talk about buying.
It's just the one block wonder, but she just was using these, I think, as an example of. I was trying to show pictures in case people didn't know what that was. And you can just Google one block wonder panel quilts and you'll see some examples.
They're incredible.
It's awesome.
Pinterest. Jody, okay, I have not put it up as Zoom yet. I will definitely do that. Thanks for the reminder. So that's coming up in April. That's one of my classes. And then what?
Well, just know, like that one, does it come smaller? Linda, I think you were talking about the day tripper bag that I was holding up. I don't believe that one comes in a smaller size. I think that's the actual size of that pattern.
Yeah, the day tripper's that pattern, but Bianni has other sizes or they're similar.
Yeah.
It's similar.
And I just want to address something. No, it's nothing bad. Well, people are grumbling, Bianni, there's a lot of hype.
Oh.
Around Bianni, and especially because a certain quilt shop, won a prestigious award. No, but honestly, that was amazing. And then right after, like the big hoopla announcing everybody, I start seeing like some comments come up, and everybody's like, "Oh, the patterns are going up." Look, Bianni, I don't think has ever raised the price of her patterns.
Never.
Clearly, it's not something she's done. I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision.
No.
I'm sure her hand was forced, just like everything that goes up in price. It's kind of par for the course. Unfortunately, it had to happen. And so just
honestly,
FYI,
$10 a pattern with all those pages in it. That's almost, I hate the word used, it cheap. So,
yeah, it was very underpriced in my opinion.
Totally.
However, so it's gone up. It is what it is. We are still 100% Bianni supporters, partakers. We offer the education. We love Bianni. That's not going to change. And for the people who are kind of grumbling, I get it. But at the same time, everything's going up. It is what it is. So don't be mad at Annie. Don't be mad at us. It's just par for the course.
Positive is our patterns are still $9.99 right now, $9.95 for a little bit.
They were.
They were?
Yeah, I think we sold out of most of those. So ignore that.
Never mind. Snooze, you lose.
Yeah, kind of. So I just want to let people know, like, we are not bitter at all. We don't like to raise prices for anything. That's not something we do. We try not to, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to. And so it is what it is. We smile and we move on.
That's right.
So
change is good.
We're still go Bianni.
Change is good.
Change is good. That's right.
All right. So answer your question, Barbara. Yes, I will host it by Zoom. I will post that up later this afternoon. I'll put the Zoom link or Zoom sign up for my kaleidoscope class. The other thing I'm teaching in April is sleep in your bed retreat. I'm going to be a little honest. I'm shocked. It's always full like the month before. But I think I hit it with everybody going on vacation or being spring break somewhere else. I don't know.
What's the dates of it?
It's April 25th and 26th, the week after Easter.
You still got time.
You got time. But there's not, there's still a little bit of spots left, but I'm surprised there's openings.
It is normally full months in advance, but that's good news for somebody.
So positive thing for me, we're going to celebrate my birthday. It's my birthday week, so I always make sure I have something fun to teach on my birthday week. So we're going to have a lot of fun. All you got to do is bring 2.5 yards of fabric into the shop or purchase something here. Pretty. I match all your other fabric. I cut all your other fabric. You come to class and I say, okay, do this and then do this and then do this. And then by the end of it, you have a top done. And your binding and your borders are cut too. I cut everything.
But this is the mystery one, right?
This is the mystery. You don't know what you're doing though. It's a lap size. It's a large lap size.
But you don't know, which is really cool. And they always turn out awesome. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The classroom is a disaster, like in the best way.
It's great. And we do
totally lived in. It looks like they actually slept there.
It'd be hard, but we could.
There's snacks everywhere.
Yeah, there's lots of
I'm like,
snacks.
what is happening here?
Lots of snacks.
It's great.
So that's Sleep in Your Bed Retreat here in Palm Coast on April 25th and 26th. You can sign up for that. And I do want to mention one more class for April here in Palm Coast. I haven't even got to St. Augustine yet. We do have classes there. Judy is, since it's Serger month and April 22nd is Earth Day, she's going to do she called it a upcycle cookie bag zipper pouch. She's doing this all by Serger. You're doing this all by Serger. But she picked out some really cool cookie bags that she had saved.
Here, I'll hold them up.
And M&M bags. They're just fun. And you can see they're all different sizes. I think the point is you can make it whatever size you want. Something really simple. Now the quilting is not done. It's all done by, everything else is Serge, but putting on the zippers by Serger.
How fun are these? She's
going to talk about how you laminate the outside or protect it. Lots of fun. So that's April 22nd in Palm Coast, and it's part of our Serger month and Earth Day.
I'm just lifting this up so it doesn't run hot and shut off on us.
Oh, okay.
You keep going.
Technical issues. Working on it. So for St. Augustine, April coming up, we have ongoing mastery classes happening. We have Hoopapalooza on April 5th. That's a Saturday, the first Saturday. So the first Saturday we have Tula Club here, and we won't have EPP because we'll be doing the Sip and Surge. So EPP is canceled for April, and then in St. Augustine we'll have Hoopapalooza. So you can go to Hoopapalooza in the morning and come on down 30 minutes and join the Sip and Surge.
Fun.
You should be able to do it.
Totally can do it.
And we have RJ teaching his very first bag class in St. Augustine, the 11th and 12th, but we're changing it a little bit. So I haven't got that. I haven't got all the information taken care of, but check that out. It'll be on the website later today or tomorrow. He's going to be teaching a purse backpack instead of the pouch. We found another pattern that looked just as fun, and we're going to try that one out instead.
And if you haven't had the pleasure of meeting RJ, because he comes pretty much to the Tula Pink EPP Saturday clubs here in Palm Coast, holy cow, is he good.
He is so talented.
Like, it's incredible. He sells a lot of his stuff, and so people are like, oh my gosh, what did it? And he does it on his own. I'm assuming he's self-taught. RJ, feel free to speak up if I'm wrong, but regardless, he's so skilled. So I'm so excited that we get to add him to the list of educators.
And we have him down for a couple classes. So we'll hopefully have more classes coming from him over the next couple months as well. Awesome. So that is going to be the 11th and 12th. It's a 2-day workshop. And like I said, I'll update that information over the weekend. So we'll talk probably more on Monday about that.
Yep. And if you hear people getting rowdy, I can hear them already showing up. So
they're getting rowdy over there.
Excuse the back. They're excited. It's just a girl.
It's just a girl. Beginning paper piecing from Karen. So this one, I thought that was interesting. We have paper piecing for 3 weeks here with Joanne in Palm Coast, and then Karen had scheduled a simple foundation paper piecing. Hers is going to be just very basic, where Joanne's will be a little bit more, you'll grow over 3 weeks.
But it's 3 sessions versus 1.
Correct.
So maybe if you can't commit to the 3 sessions, or if you're brand new to it, maybe the Karen's is the best one to take first, and then we'll offer some later down the road.
Exactly. And that's April 17th in St. Augustine. And Christy brought this over. This is a potluck cow. This is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see this really well.
Is there anything good inside?
No, it feels like just weight.
Rip off.
Oh, yeah. It's got a cooler thing in there. Ooh, I just dropped.
But there's no food?
No food. She didn't put no food in there. But it's kind of cool because it's got a place for you to put an ice pack.
An ice pack.
Or if you want to use heated, you put hot stuff in there too. And I like the top. You can put your silverware in there.
So let's see if I hold it up right. It's very cool. I don't know how well you can see that. Not great, but this is really cool. Actually, here, it opens all the way.
There's another zipper too. It's got all sorts of fun stuff.
There we go.
It's got a zipper here.
And there's a zipper on the back.
Why don't you just put the recipe cards in there or something?
Wow. This is cool. What's this one called? Potluck?
Potluck Pals. There's actually a couple of things in the pattern, but this is the one she's going to focus on.
Very cool. Where and when is this class?
This one is in St. Augustine. It's the 18th.
Nice. Oh, I see. It's a little
It
little
protects
handle.
your hands.
So if it's hot,
There you go.
that's great. Potluck Pals on the 18th.
Awesome.
See, by Annie, still growing strong. We love it.
And then I see Judy asked about Judy. I think the sneakers I moved to May. So I look at May's calendar in St. Augustine. I think I'm doing it up there, not here. So I didn't write that on my notes because I'm focused on April.
I know Farron's signing up
I
for
know.
it.
I'm so excited. I've got 3 people now. We need more people for the sneaker class.
4, I'm in for it.
Okay, we have 4. Woohoo. Charity party. Then again, St. Augustine on the 26th is Ryan's Case for Smiles. So
Perfect.
this is a high level. There's other things I didn't mention. So I just want to point out some of the ones. I'll be honest. I play favorites. I'm like, oh, that's a cool one. Oh, that's a cool one.
Well, something, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I know it's hard to visualize certain classes. We try to have samples here. So we were just talking about the fact that we don't, a lot of times, even when new fabric comes in, because it is coming into St. Augustine, or we have class samples in St. Augustine, when we're here, we can't show it to you. So I highly recommend, when you go to the website, there's always an image of what the project is.
Correct.
If you want to see it in person, go to the shop that it's actually, the class is being held at. You can see the sample, touch it, feel it, ask questions. We will do our best to start rotating. So that, and that's my goal. It's been a little tough, but to be rotating Saturdays. So study hall will be able to be in Palm Coast. We can show samples here, and then vice versa the next week in St. Augustine. So if you have questions on something, even though we didn't show it, we just talked about it, the information's you're able to see it. You just may have to
do a little research.
Go to the website or go into the store until the following week.
That's right. Awesome. Well, I think that was a lot.
Feels like a lot, but not too bad. 38 minutes.
Nice.
Not too bad. Again, study hall is primarily for events and classes. So go to cutupandsew.com, select the calendar for whatever location you want to take. My recommendation, they're not that far apart. Go to both and just look a few months ahead, because we do put them out there. Tony's really good about putting classes way in advance. And if a class is full, don't forget, click add to wait list.
That's right. That's very important.
Because the classes fill up, but life happens, somebody cancels, we literally go to the wait list. The next person in line gets called and gets the spot. And we do that often.
Right.
So make sure you're doing that. And we do have a cancellation policy, but we understand that life happens and we're super understanding. So again, all that stuff is on there, but please reach out if you have questions. We're absolutely available and here to help you. We've tried to simplify it, and I think we've done a great job. But I get it. 2 locations, a lot of stuff going on. We're throwing a lot at you.
That's why we come on live twice a week. And
share this with a friend. If you have a friend, especially if they're moving to the area and they're looking for new things to do, or communities to get involved with, boom, send them our way.
And we do have several classes that are by Zoom. So that's the other thing to think about. I do almost all my classes by Zoom as well, in person. And then Carrie's doing AccuQuilt, which we changed to May, and that she's doing that one by Zoom. So always check to see what's available by Zoom as well.
We learned in Lakeland that a lot of people are missing out on a lot of fun when it comes to AccuQuilt. So we're going to try to do as much virtually as humanly possible, especially for AccuQuilt, but also with other things. Because again, you guys are sharing and we're meeting people, and people are snowbirds and they're on vacation and they still want to hang out with us.
Right.
Look, a camera. We're hanging out right now and you're not even here. It's easy to do, but not every class it works for.
No, it doesn't. But not every teacher's comfortable either. But just make sure that's an option. So check those out. So if you see class up there twice, make sure it says PC, SA, or Zoom. It'll say 3 different endings on it.
Yep. And by the way, Judy, call me or call the St. Augustine shop. There's something there for you. That's all I'm going to say. It's cool. Money.
Woohoo!
Well, nice to know. Thank you. Fantastic. I didn't see any questions pop up, so that's good. I think that means we covered everything. We were
I want to Zoom in my bed too, Jody says. So who said that first?
I want to Zoom in my bed too. Go for it.
That's right. Don't learn much if you're in your bed. So anyway.
If you just want to listen, you'll be on camera.
All right.
That it?
That's it. I'm trying to wrap it up.
She's trying to wrap it up. All right. So just quick recap. Go to the cutupandsew.com for all the classes. Make sure you look at which location. April 3rd or 4th is the free motion / ruler work / couching event in St. Augustine. It's going to be amazing with Adam So Fun. And then on the 5th, we have the Baby Lock Sip and Surge. And then we're open the 6th for the last Sunday for the Shop Pop.
Whew. It's crazy.
Hang out with us. Can't wait. You guys are awesome. You're always supportive and we're having fun. That's all that matters, right?
That's right. You all have a great weekend and class is dismissed. Bye. Out of here.
I guess I got to do this.
Yeah, 'cause you have to hit the button.